And the next topic is going to be the Flash. What did everybody think about the Flash episode that came on tonight?
Absolutely great, except for the end because it was predictable. I hate predictables.
Well, yeah, the end was pretty predictable. You're absolutely right. Um, but I thought that the episode, as far as it goes, I thought it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot, even though it's kind of, you know, it's asking so many questions and not answering any of them. Like,
Yeah, like
Captain
who
is
in
not
the
more
heck
so.
is Zoom behind that mask, man?
Yeah, who is this guy?
Yeah,
Who's the guy behind the other mask?
who's the guy behind the other mask? That's a very good question.
Well, you
Um,
know what though? But that's what's great about the show is that's what hooks me. Little mysteries like that is what always hooks me because damn it, I want to know. I want to know who this is. I got to keep watching, find out who this is. Maybe next week they're gonna show or give us a clue, just like they did with the first season. Everybody had a pretty much an idea. Harrison Wells was Zoom. I mean, not Zoom, but
the Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash. But then certain things would happen. You'd be like, oh, well, maybe he isn't. Maybe he's not. So I like the mystery behind it. I mean, I do want to know who the hell Zoom is now, and I want to know who the hell the little tapping dude with the iron mask is.
Right. Yeah, I definitely want to know who that guy is. Mike, you don't really watch the Flash on the regular, but you happen to see tonight's show. What did you think of it?
I was kind of in and out because I was doing I was working on my computer while it was on. But from the little bit that I did see, the Flash. Usually, I don't like comic book TV shows, like action TV shows like that, because in comparison to the movies, it just has that TV feel. It don't have that movie feel. But the Flash, the storyline seems to be pretty good. And like you guys were talking about earlier, my man in the mask, like, yeah, I really wanted to know who that was. Cisco, I know he fired off a couple of names of who it could be, and I was looking those up online. Who did you say it might be? Steven. So who is that? The guy with I think he had like a bigger Flash hat or something.
Oh, Jay
Anyway,
Garrick.
yeah, him.
You thought it would be
I looked that
another
up.
Jay Garrick? Well,
Well, this is just one of my little, so much shit goes through your head when you see these things. You try to come up with all these theories. But I was going off the reaction of when, he was spelling out Jay, and he was like, Jay Garrick, and he was like, yeah. And when he said that Jay Garrick wasn't here, blah, 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 I don't know if he got pissed because Jay Garrick wasn't here, or he's pissed, like, saying, no, blah, blah, blah. So one of my theories is that he's actually the actual Jay Garrick. And this Jay Garrick that's on Earth 1 right now could be somebody else. So, I don't know, because, when he got there, he lost his powers. So he doesn't have all his powers, and the only way he's using his powers now is by using his velocity. They're up to velocity 9 now.
right.
They finally upgraded to the actual velocity 9.
Well, here's something that Simon Says actually brought up in the chat, and it's a good thought. He thinks that the man behind I don't know if he didn't discern which one we were talking about, but he thinks that maybe the man behind the iron mask in the tapping guy could be Max Mercury. If you guys aren't familiar with Max Mercury was another speedster in the pre New 52 days, who was also part of the Flash family. It seemed like the Flash family had like maybe 8 or 9 speedsters. It seemed like it was running through, but Max Mercury was pretty important because he was the mentor to Barry's grandson, Bart Allen, who came back from the past as Impulse, and eventually became Kid Flash and so on and so forth. But I thought that the episode itself was actually really, really, really good. Oh, it looks like we lost someone. It might have been Datakuji. He might have dropped out. Hopefully he gets to come back in.
Wasn't me, buddy.
It wasn't you? Oh,
That was
was
Mike.
it? That was Mike. Mike dropped out.
Yeah.
He'll be back. He'll
They
join us
did
as soon as he
say
can.
that this season was going to have more. They were going to be introducing more speedsters.
Well, yeah, and I saw the news today about a speedster named Tempest is going to be part of the show, and she's supposed to be in one of the upcoming episodes actually pretty soon. Tempest, for those of you who may not know, Tempest was in remember when Infinite Crisis happened and Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, they took a whole year off whole year off from adventuring and superheroing or whatever. Tempest actually was one of Lex Luthor's everything, a person that he actually gave powers to, and she became very unhinged, I guess is the best way to talk about it.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah,
but I don't
that
think
kind
it's
of
a
sucks.
woman.
But you know, since they're bringing her into the show, it makes you wonder exactly what's going to happen moving forward with.
Well, you see, they showed. Did you see the picture of Trajectory?
Trajectory. I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke. Trajectory is the person I was talking about.
Okay, that's what I know. You think you was talking about it first.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what
Trajectory
they
is who
showed
I was
today.
talking about. My
Yeah, okay.
mistake. My mistake. But yeah, they're bringing in a lot of new characters to the show. They don't seem to at this point have much trouble getting like working them into the show. It seems like it doesn't seem to miss a beat. I never with the Flash. I never seem to feel like it's like too much is going on. You know what I mean? Like they do a really good job of keeping it really focused on
Yeah,
what's
they do.
going on in the show.
It's just not a hodgepodge full of just stuff.
Right.
Right.
It looked
Right.
like their budget might have been up too, because next week's episode is King Shark, and
Oh
you know,
yeah.
from
King,
what they
King
said
Shark.
the last time, just that little scene we got at the end of King Shark, it cost a lot of money.
Hmm.
So now that there's a whole episode devoted to King Shark, so it looks like they might have got a little bit more money too.
Oh, definitely. Dr. Kuji, you got anything else to say about this week's episode of Flash?
Well, again, it was just a very exciting episode. I kind of enjoyed what they did with the what's her name, Killer Frost character. Even though you think that she was completely evil, you see that she is not. She's similar to her counterpart in Earth One, and still kind of has a heart. Things that kind of confuse the living crap out of me, though, is just like how Barry apparently still doesn't know the strength of his powers, or needs to be coaxed through certain things or something like that. It's kind of weird because like he couldn't phase through the wall without a pep talk, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I guess they got to write stuff in to keep people from being too powerful, but it just like that's kind of like poor storytelling, I guess.
That's the one part I didn't like about the episodes, when he couldn't phase through because he didn't have they have a different frequency on Earth too.
Yeah, what's that? What the heck is that? A different frequency? That doesn't make any sense.
And everything in life has a frequency, has its own frequency, and Earth 2 apparently has a different frequency on Earth. I mean, than Earth 1. So whatever he's trying to do, it doesn't mesh with the frequency on Earth. On Earth, yeah, everything he's trying to do on Earth 2 doesn't mesh because his body is tuned to Earth 1 frequency.
I mean,
It's
I get
science,
what they're trying to do story wise, but it's still
Like
just
Neil
kinda-
deGrasse is science.
or aliens.
Or comics.
Yeah, comics. There you go.
I think it's science and comics.
Well, it's all sci-fi, and it all works together. And
But what I was saying about that was like, yeah, it kind of sucked how he couldn't phase through the thing, but then all of a sudden, Barry 2 gives him this inspirational speech, and then all is like, Eureka!
Yeah.
and that Barry from Earth 2, he was surprisingly very chivalrous, towards his wife. I mean, you could tell he was like the biggest coward at heart, but whenever Iris would put herself in danger, he was like,